1YT here. And Beekos, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So in this one, Beekos, we will be starting Greymore. And, yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be quite fun. This, Greymore, as far as I know, is themed around witches and vampires. So, naturally, we'll be playing on my main character, who is a high elf necromancer as well as a vampire. Gotta get that unique dialogue. So, without further delay, let's get into this. Let's talk to this guy right here.
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait, what are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming? The ones who attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on!
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I was just going about business when I saw that he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
He died. Wait, no, this character's not a liar. He said something about the Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Do you know what that means?
Ice Reach Coven? Ridiculous. The only threat to the west are those damn spies from Eastern Skyrim, conspiring against our king. Forget whatever nonsense this skeever told you and be on your way. You hear more talk like his, report it to the guard.
Understood.
Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's guard. Go on.
High King
Just remember,
can kiss my ass.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
You can keep an eye on me all you want, but I can go invisible, bitch. So, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we don't have to fight anybody in the middle of a city, because, I'm a necromancer and a vampire, and my abilities are sort of, illegal. Yeah, and as you can see, I've been all over the place. The only thing I really haven't done here is the main quest line. So I have no idea what's going on.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you! I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you about Brondold.
I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Brondold's dead. He left me with a handfurs and a lot of questions.
Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
I didn't kill Brondold. He... just tell me what this is all about.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
Interesting. And did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. Pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
You think they were trying to hide where they came from?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
What do you think they really...
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so... Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count. But they hold the territory now. Seeing Reachmen wandering the streets of solitude makes me nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Marka. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back.
You think these men were trying to... we already said that. What else can you tell me about the job postings?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So what are you going to do now?
Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Windhelm is like that.
Oh, this bitch is funny. Are the people here that suspicious of strangers? Windhelm is greeted with smiles instead of a scowl.
They're stuck between the death spot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
Alright. Just to think, in a few thousand years, an emperor will die in these very waters. It's quite nice, really. Sadly, we can't swim as fast as my Argonian character. Wood. 9. Alright, let's go talk to our old friend Lyris.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. It's amazing how you can see right through me. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's amazing how much detail they got when they were remaking Solitude in ESO.
Sure,
And I mean,
it gets worse each
granted,
day.
some things are gonna be different, but still. Ah, the Blue Palace. Lyris! Hello!
Yoren didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondold shows up, we can get things started.
Brondold isn't coming, he's dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
What exactly is all this about?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Follow your lead with what?
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
Belial Belair, Your Majesty.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation, threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
I've witnessed some concerning things since I arrived here, Your Majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
Hated! Yes! Hated, because fuck him, he's a jackass. There's evidence of Reachman activity around Solitude.
Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore.
We'll find proof, Your Majesty.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Why is there bad blood between High King Sfagrim and the Skald King?
Eastern and Western have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruben, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Sfagrim thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom?
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
A soldier accused me of being a spy. Are your people always so, suspicious?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondald?
He was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to a list. Nothing unusual there, but it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
What do you need me to do?
Brondald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
How do we know the smugglers and Reachmen are even connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Sfargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back and the Lonely Troll Inn. Castle Dower is a monster with a Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface?
Horkface? I will bite your neck and add you to my Legion of the Undead, you bitch! Ugh, this woman. I hate Nords, I hate Nords. Anyway, Brondald said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Centennial.
Don't know any Brondald. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Brondald's dead because of what's in those crates. They'll come for you, too.
Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kassala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me, but she's the one picking up those shipments. Her warehouse is down on the docks. You want to know more? Go ask her.
I'll talk to Kassala, thanks.
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
We wanted to ask if he saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
You remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Are we gonna get unique dialogue with Lyris since we helped her, like, numerous times? I mean, we pulled her out of the fire of Cold Harbor, for fuck's sake.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
I'm ready to go to the smuggler's warehouse. Now, I'm just gonna let you guys know, I am more likely to die on this character than I am Ogel Grill, because Ogel Grill actually has some survivability. As a vampire, fire is a huge weakness. And most of my abilities are AoE based, so if the enemies don't get in my AoEs, then it doesn't end well.
Aegis needs your
That's
help.
Casella's warehouse.
Sea giants and
Only one
vampires are
sentry.
everywhere.
Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
Oh my god. There was a total fangirl here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, this guy. This guy is a total fangirl. It's great. No, just us. We need to see Casalla.
Until Casalla returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Okay, dude, keep it in your pants. Keep it in your fucking pants. Alright? Also, shave that mohawk. It looks hideous. Perhaps we could wait inside?
Alas, Casalla doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
Oh my god, dude! I get that you're a fucking fuckboy who just wants to bang the girl of your dreams. Listen, I have done more achievements for Tamriel than Lyris has. Just saying. I killed Molag Bal, I stopped Nocturnal, I fucking stopped Clavicus Vile, I fucking slayed dragons, for God's sake! You should be drooling over me, motherfucker, not her. Ugh. Dude, fangirls annoy me. But I find it funny that they put one in the game. I'm not sure, but if you get your scabbard, she'd be happy to autograph it. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you... Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch.
I don't have any lock picks.
Really? I feel like I've picked 1,000 of them by now. Here you go. I've got plenty. Good job with the sentry.
Here we go.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain what's in these crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about these reach fetishes?
Give me that! Tribal craft's my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Who hired you to smuggle these?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
So you never check your cargo?
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of natural greed. That won't happen again.
Nords, motherfucker.
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Some sort of ritual, maybe?
Without a doubt. The Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose using different people draws less attention. Something doesn't feel right.
Should we check out the abandoned lodge?
No reason not to. Head there while I from the other direction in case somebody on the move. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner before we actually figure out what we're up against.
I'll see you at the lodge.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I
So, the Reachmen are working with theirs. At least that's my theory, because I know I know for a fact that Greymore involves vampires in some capacity. So, I'm assuming the Reachmen and vampires are working together for some nefarious plot. But I'm curious what that plot could be. Y'all don't see me.
A straggler? I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Interesting.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
The lodge was empty, but I found a letter for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Kilcreath.
Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
Because they're working with vampires, and Meridia tends to hate the undead. Which is weird because she helped me, but we don't talk about that. The temple was the target of their ritual. It called forth a supernatural storm.
Storms again. I saw the Coven conjure a massive storm on Ice Reach. What did this storm do to the temple, and how do you know it was supernatural?
The survivors said the storm changed the pilgrims and priests into mindless husks or feral monsters.
Sounds like what they tried to do to the Skald King, but on a massive scale. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath and see if the Coven left anything behind we can use as proof. I'll find you there.
I'll see you at the Kilcreath Temple after you warn the High King.
Stop! Disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you.
A vampire? Interesting. I was sent to warn the temple priests.
I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends.
What are Harrow fiends? And for that matter, who are you?
Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns.
That means that one vampire dude we helped. He's gonna show up at some point. Oh my god. This guy is... Oh my god. I found urns in crates smuggled into Solitude. They seem to be related to the Ice Reach Coven.
Yes. I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn.
What do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
Then there's us. Aren't you a vampire?
Isn't that obvious? But have no fear. As a member of House Ravenwatch, I have pledged to never take blood from an unwilling subject. I assure you, I'm only here to help.
How can a vampire help stop the Coven?
I am much more than just a vampire. In addition to being an agent of House Ravenwatch, I am a master alchemist and an expert in arcane studies. I do try to avoid direct violence, though, to make sure I never give in to temptation.
Nerd!
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Harrowstorm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Harrow fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
Alright, what's a Harrowstorm?
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the Harrow fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
You don't say. Damn it.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrowstorm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them.
Remind me, what did we learn by examining the depleted witch pikes?
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue.
What's the significance of the residue?
It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual.
Should we take a closer look at the temple now?
One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple.
Let's go check on the pilgrims.
Strange. They're alive but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. Did you find anything of interest in the crate?
The crate was empty except for some dust and ash.
I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart.
Should we check on the temple
Yes,
now?
of course. Though I fear what we may find there.